What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Swift video. In today's video, we're going to be learning all about bar button items in your navigation bars. So basically what you see at the top of the app here. So we've got, two on the right, we've got one on the left. We'll take a look at how to use text for these items, how to use images, the various options available to you to customize, and more importantly, we'll take a look at how these bar button items are tied to the current controller in question. So you'll see here, if we go to this view controller, we've got sign out here, and we come back, it changes to these. So we'll take a look at how to properly set this up. It's something that commonly people, confuse a little bit, so we'll get into the weeds of it. So if that sounds good, make sure you start by destroying the like button down below for the YouTube algorithm. Hit subscribe if you're into iOS and want to stick around. That all said, let's get into the video. Alright, let's get started by opening up Xcode and creating a new project. We're going to stick with the app template under iOS. Let's go ahead and give this project a name of navigation bar items. You want to make sure your language is set to Swift. We're going to be working with UI kit and programmatically today, so no storyboard. Make sure this is no Swift UI rather. Make sure this is storyboard. Go ahead and continue. Save the project wherever you'd like. I'll toss it onto my desktop. And first things first, we're gonna close this right panel. I'll pick a simulator here, maybe the 12 Pro Max. We'll also go ahead and expand our Xcode window. And we'll go ahead and hit the run button here to build and run into a simulator, which should pop up hopefully in a second. And then we'll get into the weeds of navigation bar items. So here is our empty app. We don't even have a navigation controller yet because there's no navigation bar up here. So let's go ahead and add a navigation controller. So we get our default view controller here. Let me just bump up the font size just a smidge so we all can see it. Maybe we'll say the title in here is bar items. We'll also give it maybe a background color. I don't know, let's go with like system pink maybe. And there's two ways you can go about creating a navigation controller to wrap this guy. You can do it fully programmatically, which I've got a separate video on, but for the sake of time, we're gonna do it via storyboard. So we can jump into main.storyboard, and all I'm gonna do in here is select this controller, go to your toolbar, hit editor, and we're gonna go to embed in, and we're gonna select a navigation controller. And go ahead, and after you've done that, go ahead and hit Command R to build and run once again. And now you'll see our color reflected here, and the title we have set will appear up here in the navigation bar. So looking pretty solid. So let's start talking about our bar button items. So let's go back to view controller. .swift, and I'm going to create a function down here, and this is going to be configure items, because we're going to configure some bar button items, and we'll get into the weeds of them. And at the bottom of view to load here, we're going to say configure items. So the first important thing to understand is this view controller is wrapped inside of a navigation controller. In other words, it's the root controller of the navigation controller. This controller, the pink thing you see here, we can assign its navigation items and they will be inherited up to the navigation bar here. So what that means is the navigation bar items, aka the bar buttons we're going to add up here momentarily, are tied to the current controller in question. So let's go ahead and actually do an example to see what that means. So to assign, let's say the right bar button item, singular to start off, we're going to say navigation item dot right bar button item, singular, and we can assign this to a UI bar button item. Now, there's a couple constructors available to you for a bar button item. You can use one of the system ones. You can use one of the images if you have a custom image. You can use a SF symbol, a title. Really, the sky's the limit. So let's get started with some basic ones here. So I'm going to go with one of the system ones. Maybe we'll go with the add button. Target will be self. The action needs to be basically what happens when we go ahead and tap on this button. It's optional and we don't really care about the action today, so we're just going to say nil. And if we go ahead and give this a run, you'll see we have a plus button at the top right now. Notice that when I assigned it in the code here, I didn't say that this is off of the navigation controller.navigation item. This is actually off of self. where self is a particular view controller. The reason this is really important to understand is because when you push and pop multiple view controllers on the stack here, these buttons are going to disappear as you transition, or they might change as you transition between controllers. So let me expand the example to show you guys what I mean. So if I go ahead and let me just create a button here, we're going to say UI button is going to have a frame CZRect 00250. We're just going to add this button as a subview for the sake of our demo. We'll go ahead and center it on screen. Maybe I'll even go ahead and assign a background color on it. And finally, maybe I'll add a title. Let's see, go to view 2 and normal. And most importantly, we want the button to actually do something. We'll say add target here, self. Selector will be did tap button. And this guy will be touch up inside. And basically, once we tap on the button, what we want to go ahead and do is push on another view controller. So how do we do that? We first instantiate a UI view controller, and we can say navigation controller, which is the current wrapper of this view controller, push a view controller, which is VC, animated true. So let's go ahead and give this a run. And what I want you to keep an eye on is this plus button at the top right here. When I tap on this, right now there's no background color, but the more important thing is that button at the top right disappeared. We've got a back button now, and we have no title either. And you'll notice if I slowly drag this back, sometimes it's a little bit of a pain to do in the simulator. Let's see if it cooperates, maybe not. But if I tap on this button, you'll see the plus button animates back. The reason the plus button goes away is because the bar button is once again tied to the view controller that is topmost on your navigation stack, not the navigation controller itself. So let's go ahead and give this a title of view 2. We're going to also give it a background color so it doesn't yell at me and look kind of ugly. Maybe we'll go with system green here. And similar to what we did up above, we're going to assign on this view controller its navigation item, dot right bar button item, and this is where we can explore another constructor that's available to us. So UI bar button item, and this time we're going to create it with a title. Now we're going to use the one that just takes a title, not an image. So the title, we can go ahead and say this is, I don't know, maybe sign out. Style, we can use either done or plain, fairly similar. Target will say self. And action is once again going to be nil since we don't really care about hooking up these buttons today. So if you go back, we start off with the plus button at the top right. We're going to tap on the button, and you'll notice we now have a sign out button at the top right once the green view controller has been pushed. And actually the animation just worked there. What I want you to keep an eye on is take a look at the navigation bar, and you can see that the navigation controller out of the box has the ability to animate these bar buttons in and out as well as change the title. And this is why you really want to be using these kind of baked in Apple UI kit components. Because they really give you these things out of the box, and they're pretty much a staple in the iOS ecosystem at this point. So this is how we get a single simple bar button item. Let's go ahead and make this a little more interesting. So right now we're assigning the right bar button item. Similarly, there is a left bar button item. And instead of using this constructor, let's take a look at another one. So the other one, which is very commonly used, there's two more actually I want to cover here, is a image style target and action, this one right here. And this one is pretty self-explanatory. You can assign a image, which is going to represent your button. And commonly what people will do is they will go ahead and use a SF symbol. We'll say once again style is done, and this will be UI image. Again, you can use your own image here, or I'm going to use a system icon, and maybe we'll use a gear icon. And most importantly, I forgot to do it there. Let's go ahead and change this assignment to be the left bar button item, so it actually shows up on the left hand side and not the right. And now you'll see at the left here we've got this gear icon, and then at the right we got a blue plus. So the other thing you might be wondering is, why is it blue? What if we don't want it to be blue? That's an interesting point that gets brought up pretty commonly, and this has to do with the tint color of the navigation controller's bar. So let's see if I can remember what it is. So we need the navigation controllers, navigation bar, and there is a tint color on here, and maybe we can make this label, which will be black or white based on light mode or dark mode. And now you'll notice label in light mode is black, so it's a black color. If I do Command Shift A to change the light mode, or dark mode I should say, it turns to white. So you're not, stuck with that blue color. Definitely customize it to meet your needs. But let's take a look at two more things and then we'll wrap it up for today. So basically, these are the two constructors we basically looked at right now. Let me comment this out, and let me also copy and paste it. And what we're going to look at now is one last constructor before we look at multiple items. And this one's pretty commonly used too, based on what you want to do, and that is a custom view. So you might want to have a completely customized view that appears inside of a bar button item. So you might be wondering, why do I want to do this? Well, it's kind of apparent, right? You want it to be something that the UI bar button item out of the box doesn't support, and this is the best way Apple figured you can do that. So we're gonna say this is a custom view, if I can spell it. And what I'm going to use for our demo is just a label. So we're going to say this is a UI label. We're going to give it a frame. Maybe we'll say 0, 0, 240. And let's go ahead and make this a little nicer. So we're going to say custom view.text is going to be hello. We probably want to center align it, so we'll say custom view text alignment will be centered. I'm also going to go ahead and give this guy a nice background color so we have something that looks more custom to prove my point here. I'll say orange, and let's also go ahead and give it maybe a nice rounded corner radius. So we'll say layer.corner radius is going to be, let's see, corner radius is going to be 8. And we also need to mask the layer to bounds so we can actually see the corner radius. So go ahead and give that a run, and we'll see our obnoxiously big orange button up here. Obviously, it's a little large, and it has even pushed our title to the right a little bit, but hopefully that proves my point here. And finally, let's take a look at multiple bar button items, because that's pretty common too. So let me just comment this out here. We'll give it a title like that. And let's say on the right hand side of our view here, instead of just having a plus button, maybe we also want, maybe like a profile picture button or something like that. So you saw earlier in the video, there is another property on here, and that is called right bar button items, which is plural. And as you expect, it takes an array of bar button items. So we're going to add the plus in there, a comma, and add in one more. And instead of using a plus for the first one, we're actually going to change the constructor in its entirety. And I'm actually going to use a image and style. So the image is going to be UI image. We're going to stick with a system name, and I'm going to say person dot circle here. The style will go with done. Target will be self, and action for today will be nil. So go ahead and give this a run, and what you'll see now is that we have a person icon, and then we have a add icon, and actually the order of this gets flipped around. So if you wanted the person head icon, the profile picture looking icon, to be first, you want to add in the array the plus button to be the first option. And once you do that, they'll flip around, and you've got two of these now. So that's a pretty good overview of bar button items. They're pretty critical in like 99% of apps, and you can really use them in a way such that navigating around your app is easy. Users can find different parts of your UI, different view controllers, and keep in mind, once again, most importantly, the navigation bar button items are inherited up to the bar from the current controller being seen. So in this case, it's pink. We tap here, and in this case, the green one here has a sign out button and everything else disappeared. And we got our back button here as well, and our animations work out of the box. So that's all I've got for you guys today. If you enjoyed the video and haven't done so already, drop a like down below. Super helps. Comment if you have any suggestions, feedback, video ideas. I love making things that you guys want to see, so definitely let me know, and I'll try my best to make it. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're into iOS, Swift, or Swift UI. I try to post daily here on this channel, and I've also got some premium courses in the works for y'all. So thanks again for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.